been a week, huh? Since the last time I streamed. Oh boy. Alright. Hold on, let's do this. Let's just do a quick audio check. Okay. I feel like the volume's a little low. No, it's fine. Maybe I just need to. Oh. Yeah, I'm not used to this mic just yet. Oh my goodness. Oh, ooh, that's a little. Okay, hey, there you go. Hey. My goodness, one of these days I should think of an intro. Ah, my goodness. There you go. That's better. I didn't even do any warm-ups. I haven't spoken properly in a while. I feel like I spent a lot of time just by myself. Kind of, I guess. Or just not speaking in English. Alright. I want you to be bigger. There you go. It's a weird thing for me to say, but yeah, okay. Hi! So it's a bit easier. So... P on your pants. I'm very immature. Okay. So, this is the second wellness check, weekly wellness check that I'll be doing. Weird of me to stream how I've been feeling to people I don't know, but it's fine, I guess. Totally not gonna backfire. Backfire to my face at some point. Totally not. Probably not. Yeah. So, for those of you who are watching the VOD and wondering why he has a notepad out, something I explained in the first weekly wellness check. I usually ask myself by typing a question down on the notepad and then answering it. Usually I would also answer by typing the answer out as well, like a chat to myself. But I think I'll talk. I feel like talking is a lot better, because when you talk, you don't really have that much time to think out your reply. I feel like whenever I'm online, I have a lot of time to think of a reply to someone else, and that reply is usually like tailored in a way that fits best. But I don't want that. I want it to be just whatever comes up to my mind, in my mind, prepositions. Yeah. Okay, so let's start things off, I need a couple of standard answers, questions. My goodness, my brain. How are you this week? The week hasn't started yet, so I'll just talk about my previous week. It's been very tiring because I don't know if anyone knows this, but I have a job. I my job involves people, and it's a little bit tiring when you know you have to people you have to be a human being, and you have to socialize, and you have to talk to these people. Also, there was a little extra workload this week, so I'm a bit swamped. But otherwise, I am doing okay, all things considered. Oh, someone died. No one I know, actually. Someone not very close, but it's one of my online friends. My online friend's friend, actually. And I'm gonna be honest, it feels weird when you are faced with the idea that everything in this world isn't permanent. It is transient. It's not long lasting. It doesn't last forever. It's temporary. And that applies to people too. It's not weird when I was thinking about it in regards to my own life, but I guess it's a little strange when it happens very unexpectedly. Could have worded that better, but it's fine. I see the effect it has on my friend and their friends. When someone dies, someone leaves a permanent hole onto the people that they've left their mark on. It is beautiful and haunting at the same time, but I guess it depends on the person, because a lot of people process death in very many different ways. Some are sad, some are angry, some are hopeful, I guess, and it also depends on their religious beliefs as well. I guess, you know, it's different if someone you know dies and you expect them to go to a nicer place like heaven, or if you are much like me and do not believe in the existence of such things. I do hope that the person who passed away is in a better place, my personal beliefs notwithstanding. But I don't know. You know, it's just the idea of mortality as a whole is just it's pretty sad. Yeah, no, actually I can't say that. It depends on how you see it. Some people would maybe take the opportunity to think about this whole, oh, we don't have forever, as a how do I say it? they they'll probably say something along the lines of, because it is transient and temporary, it is that much more valuable and important. Um, but I, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to feel about people dying. Um, yeah. Yes, I have. I have had people pass away before, people I know personally, and I mean, of course, it's painful. Why wouldn't it be painful? When someone you spent a long time with, someone you've been investing yourself emotionally, just, you know, suddenly you can't talk to that person anymore. Suddenly you just have to keep going without them. And it's unfortunately gotten to the point that I feel like I've unconsciously set up self-defense mechanisms to just make sure that if another person I care about passes away, I won't feel as sad or angry or horrible as I did the first time or the second time. But it's yeah, I've had that experience before. And while I would say that I hope you, whoever is watching, whoever is listening, would never have to experience that, of course it's something that's going to happen at some point, you know. Hmm. That is a good question. I wish I knew. I'm still um how okay, sorry. How do you cope with the death of a loved one? How does anyone cope with the death of a loved one? I just, I don't know, you just do. Do you have a choice? You don't really have a choice, do you? You either keep going or you just stop. And while some people can afford the idea of stopping to just not not you know, not process it and just be in the moment of when that person passed away, yeah, you can do that. But how long can you truly do that for? The world is very merciless, doesn't wait. You're the person who you love, if they pass away, the world's not going to stop and mourn, at least not forever. They're going to keep going. Everyone is going to keep going, and it'll be as if nothing ever happened. And at the same time, depending on how close you are to that person, you will see things that belong to that person. You will remember the times that you spent with that person when you go to certain places with them. Except this time, they're not there. They're they're just, I don't know, you just can't spend time with them anymore. But, you know, it's for as much pain as anyone would be going through when they're coping with the death of a loved one. You don't have the luxury of just doing that forever as much as you'd like to. Life goes on, you need to keep moving forward without them. That is admittedly my fault. I'm sorry. I brought up what happened this week, and apparently this week someone passed away. So, well, that yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it is undoubtedly important that we talk about death, the transience of life and everything, but we don't have to talk about it all the time. We don't have to just shove it on people's faces when, well, it's Christmas. Well, it's not Christmas, it's going to be Christmas soon. My experience with Christmas is mixed. You see, Christmas is it's a Western concept. And as a person who does not come from a Western household, I didn't really get to fully experience what Christmas is like. Because, well, Indonesia doesn't snow. Not only that, there's a lot of people who, surprise, surprise, does not celebrate Christmas in Indonesia. Well, yeah, of course they don't. Christmas is a Christian holiday. You know, it's something very closely tied to Christianity, when the majority of Indonesia is not Christian. I can't say anything about Muslims and how they celebrate their time in Christmas, because I myself am not Muslim. I was raised in a Christian household, but I questioned the idea of Christianity very early on, and I would not qualify as a Christian. Probably. I was raised to be one, sure, but I don't think of myself as one. But yeah, did I get presents during Christmas? Yeah, I did. Were they good? Nope. They were horrible. I don't even remember what they were. I'm gonna be honest, because Christmas. No, I would say my personal relationship with presents and giving presents is kind of complicated. Do we want to unpack that? Sure, I guess we have plenty of time. Yeah, why not? So what is your I do. I did make it sound complicated. It's not that complicated when you really think about it. When it comes down to it. When I was much younger, I had my birthday. Maybe it was what, 6th, 7th, 8th birthday, roughly. And I didn't know what to expect when it came to presents. At the time, I didn't really know. I know that you get presents on birthdays, yes, but the presents I got on my birthday at that time, I don't even remember which year it was. It was this cheap looking car that's big, but I don't know what exactly it is because it's got a lot of accessories. Like, I don't know, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like got a lot of armor plates, I guess, like huge ones. Like, imagine imagine the Space Marines for Warhammer, from Warhammer 40k. You know those big shoulder pads, pauldrons, I think. The car that I got had something like that everywhere. Like, it was on the cockpit, it was on the sides of the wheels, it was behind it. It was just this weird round, no, not round, I guess. There were a lot of round parts, but I don't know what it was. It was just this white big car thing. But yeah, I also knew that it was relatively cheap because, or at least I thought it was. I don't know actually how cheap it is because it was this cheaply mass-produced product from from China. It doesn't have a brand. It doesn't come from a toy brand that anyone would know. I didn't know for sure. It was just, it came in this plastic bag, plastic wrapping that had like this stapled folded paper on the very top that had this bunch of weird pictures and this name of the car that I could not read because I was too young to read or understand. Not that I couldn't read. No, I had trouble reading back then. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that was undoubtedly disappointing. That was my first time facing disappointment. That was like, how do I say it? I expected something more because my idea of birthdays was skewed by cartoons, and usually cartoon characters had like a bunch of presents. And I only got one, and the one was from my parents. I have siblings, and my siblings were much older than me, so I thought that, well, gee, maybe because I have siblings, I might have, I don't know, a present from each sibling or something, or at least a present from each parent. But really, it's from both my parents, and it was just the one. I didn't have friends. I didn't have relatives, yeah, but they didn't care about my birthday. So that was my first experience with disappointment. It was a very interesting time for me because I didn't know what disappointment was at the time, and I was trying to process my emotions, and it was just this negative feeling that I just could not put into words. I was sad. I didn't let them know I was sad, or at least I tried not to let them know. I think they know from the looks on my face. The look of my face. Yeah, it was disappointment. So ever since then, I actually never really viewed my birthday as a special day anymore. up until now as well, and it will continue to be like that, maybe until I die. I don't know. I just don't see birthdays as something special anymore. I I will maybe get a present. Actually, yeah, I had my birthday a few days ago. When was it? It was 2 days ago. Oh right, I should probably start writing dates on these. Let's see, what's the date today? The date today is the 1st November 2025. Whoa, that's not right. Okay. But yeah, it's a bit of a complicated situation with me and presents. With my birthday, the presents that I got, the present singular that I got was a little disappointing, but that's okay. Honestly, I think it kind of worked out for me because having low standards and low expectations kind of worked out in the long run, because I got to appreciate a lot more things in life than if I was just a spoiled brat who just expected everything to be perfect. Yeah. yeah. Same with Christmas. I also thought that Christmas was going to be the redeeming, the day that my feelings of disappointment goes away, because I expected more presents. I mean, Christmas is also a day of present giving, so I expected presents, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember my presents at all. I don't even remember if I got any presents to begin with, so I just like, oh yeah, okay. I guess I don't know. I just don't. I'm not used to the idea of getting presents. No, I take it back. I used to be not. No, actually, who doesn't like presents, right? Maybe you might be one of those people who are like, oh, I feel bad. Oh no, I can't believe you got this for me. Now I'm gonna have to pay you back. I'm not like that. I am shameless. If you give me a present, I will accept it. If you say that, oh, this is for all the nice things you've done, I hope you'll be able to pay it back someday, I might forget that you said the last line, pay it back someday, and I'll just accept the gift, and I'll just like, oh, it's really cool, and I will judge you on the quality of the gift very harshly, but very, very quietly. But I also at the same time don't expect presents, which also works out because presents are all the more special when you don't expect them. Like, yeah, sure, birthdays. Of course, you are expected to get a present. That just, in a way, sort of. It cheapens the idea of the present. The fact that it feels like an obligatory thing for you to do. Christmas as well, although it is nice, I will admit, it still feels obligatory and kinda feels like, oh yeah, it's nice that I got a present. Yeah. But would they have gotten me a present regardless of whether or not it's Christmas? Especially not in Indonesia. Indonesia is it's filled with people who are quite cheap. Understandably so, due to the nature of our society, but still, you know. Because we don't have a lot to give, we don't give when we don't need to. So, how do I say it? When someone gives you a gift outside of a birthday or a Christmas, Um, I I think it leaves a bigger impression, which is what I actually like to do occasionally, just because maybe one of these days, oh, I feel like doing something nice. I'll get this one person I like something nice, something that might cheer them up, something that might make their day. And I would not look back, and I would just feel good in the moment. I will, however, if someone does that to me, I will actually maybe I will not deny the possibility of me forgetting. Oh, you gave me a present. Okay, that's actually really nice of you. Thank you. And then I just mm, present giving is a very complicated topic when you think about it deeply. Some people might not, because at the end of the day, it's just, oh, you got this person something, and you got them on a day where you expected to give them something. But at the same time, it feels more like a test sometimes on whether or not you have a strong bond with this person. If you give them something that a person genuinely likes, I feel like it's proof that you have a very strong bond with this person. Alternatively, it's a good way of checking whether or not your bond with a person is very weak. Because, let's say, for example, I happen to be allergic to bananas and someone got me like a bushel of bananas. That says a lot about them not knowing that I'm allergic. It might be because I never told them I'm allergic to bananas, but that in itself is also proof that we don't really have that strong of a bond. It might be an opportunity for us to strengthen that bond by me letting that person know, hey, I can't accept this. I'm allergic to bananas. But at the same time, if you've told them that you're allergic to bananas, kind of says a lot about who that person is, huh? Just but yeah. I do plan on giving someone a present. Maybe tomorrow if I have the time. I hope that person will appreciate that present. But I guess we'll see. Okay. Sure. My opinion on Christmas. I don't celebrate it. Obviously, because I am not a very religious person. One. Two, I clearly don't really see any value in the present giving. Three, I don't really celebrate all the other intricacies that come with Christmas. No eggnogs, no mistletoes, none of that classic, those classic things that you would see on Christmas Day. No Santa, no putting milk and cookies by the bedside after, like before you sleep, just so Santa can just drink the milk and eat the cookies. I was about to say drink the cookies and eat the milk. But none of that. My idea of Santa was basically destroyed at a very, very, very young age because no one in Indonesia actually believes in Santa. Let's be real, come on. Like, forgetting the fact that most of us aren't even Christians. The people who are Christians, they're not gonna have families that are gonna commit to the whole Santa Claus thing because, okay, our houses don't have chimneys because Indonesia is a tropical country. We never had the need for a chimney in the first place. What is the purpose of a chimney or a fireplace? It is to make sure that during cold seasons you stay warm. You get some firewood, you burn it, and then you sit next to it or near to it so you can huddle for warmth with the rest of the family, and you can just, if you are not alone, you could just talk to people, socialize, drink something warm like hot chocolate while you're covered up in blankets. And we hate the idea of covering ourselves in blankets unless we are in a very heavily air conditioned room. And it just, we don't have chimneys, we don't have fireplaces, because why would we need them? We're constantly facing hot weather every day, even during the wet season. Like right now. It should be wet season for Indonesia right now. It's raining occasionally, but during the mornings, I don't know. Those are hot. Sometimes extra hot, even more so than normal because of how weathers and rain works. That's just how it is. So we don't have fireplaces or chimneys for Santa to climb into and just barge into our homes like some sort of, well, I mean, if it, and then the other thing, if Santa really was real, I don't know. I feel like someone would get shot at some point, because they're committing, they're breaking and entering, Actually, you know what? After this stream, no, maybe I'll look it up soon. Why not? I'm just gonna look it up right now. Don't mind me. I'm gonna look up. Has there ever been a Santa who got shot while entering a home? Question mark. 2021. Santa Claus shot and killed during home invasion. Okay. Another different one. The one in 2024. Okay. He turned up to his ex's home as Santa to surprise his kids. Then he killed them all. Okay, that's enough Googling for today. I'm done. That's not the story I expected to see. I expected someone to get shot, not a serial killer posing as Santa Claus. Oh my god, that is cursed. Oh boy. I don't know if anyone is celebrating Christmas right now, watching this VOD, but I sincerely hope that this does not ruin your experience in Christmas. Oh my gosh, that's okay. What am I? Oh my god. Okay. Um. It's a good question. No, I technically won't be celebrating Christmas this year. My family hasn't celebrated Christmas for a long time, and I am not gonna come back anytime soon. No, I take it back. My family is celebrating Christmas without me because well, how do I say it? You do celebrate Christmas when you have young, very very young members of a family still present within the household. I am no longer that young. I don't feel the need to celebrate Christmas because in Indonesia, Christmas is more of a funny, wonderful thing that you can do with your child when your child is young. It's not something that adults normally do, I guess. Maybe if they do, it's probably just gonna be an excuse to drink or party. And I am not a party person. I am formally an alcoholic, but I am no longer that heavy of an alcoholic now. So yeah. I will be partaking in a gift. Oh wait, yeah, Secret Santa. That my office usually holds, you know, just because they want an excuse to just get everyone to get closer together. You want to build up that synergy. You want to have everyone be on the same page and everything. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, money's a little tight. I've been spending Christmas on myself, and I'm starting to regret that decision a lot. I'm admittedly not the most financially stable person. Surprise, surprise, the VTuber is not financially stable. But yeah, nah. Christmas this year, nah, I guess not. No. Next question. Okay. Hmm. I don't. Oh my god. I genuinely don't. Hmm. I don't think so. If I did, I probably forgot about it. I feel like most of the Christmases that I had are either Christmases where I did nothing, Christmases where we pretended to celebrate Christmas but not properly, or just Christmases where we did things that we didn't really like doing, in the case of my school, back when I was younger. Edmund Camus. Yeah. I mean, I don't really hate Christmas per se. I do. Actually, I take it back. That was very quick of me to say. I hate Christmas for a very, very, very personal reason, of which I cannot disclose to you right now. But it is not due to Christmas itself. I don't hate the celebration, just yeah. But I don't really have any bad memories of Christmas either. My hate does not stem from any bad memories or trauma that I might have incurred during a Christmas related event. No, they weren't bad. They were okay, you know? Yeah. I don't really have any more questions. I feel like that's most of what happened this week. And although Christmas is coming, I don't really... how do I say it? I'm not looking forward to it. Especially not this year. I haven't been looking forward to Christmas for a long time. Okay. It's been 45 minutes. I could end the stream now because I don't really have much to say this week. It'd be really cool if people came in and asked me questions, but at the same time, maybe it's better they didn't. Man, I miss being young. Not really, I take it back. Young isn't really... I'm okay, I'm relatively okay with where I am right now. I think. The younger me would have probably done a lot of dumb things. And would not be able to do certain things that an adult could do. And I would not have been able to get to where I am if my younger self did not make mistakes that I had to learn from. We are the sum of our experiences, after all. Edmund is just a random name I thought of, honestly. It seemed fancy enough for the model I have. But hello? Oh. It appears that I had a little bit of a network connection error a while ago. Hello? Oh boy. Alright, that's great. Very short, very brief network connection error. That's okay. So, my name is Edmund Camus because, well, Edmund specifically wasn't really special, per se. But Camus came from Albert Camus. I don't know if you know of this person, but Albert Camus is a person, a philosopher, who believed in something called absurdism. I thought that it was pretty cool for Edmund Camus to have similar beliefs on how the world works, which is that, well, there is no real meaning in life, you know? Like, I think I see a lot of people going to religion seeking purpose and meaning behind their lives. And I get that people want that. People want meaning in their lives. People want to say that, oh, I'm alive because I need to do this. I'm alive because of some greater purpose, greater, I don't know, greater meaning beyond just simply to live. But I don't think that. I think that life is silly. Life is cruel. Life is not as grandiose as a lot of people who go to churches, mosques, or temples believe it to be. I don't believe in karma. I don't believe exactly in a heaven or a hell. I kind of do a little bit. I think there is something going on, but I don't know what it is. And whatever it is, it's not as clear cut or as how do I say it? If the universe had a morality system, it's not the one we know, that's for sure. Let's just say that. I don't believe that the universe has a morality system that makes sense in all honesty, because have you seen the world? Have you seen all the horrible and terrible and wonderful things that happen on a daily basis? Like, just look at the news right now. It's just, well, absurd. So I took the name Camus just because it's just I don't know. There's just simply the world doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense either. It's not something that you can just make sense of. And that's okay. It's okay that the world is absurd. It's okay that things don't make sense. It's okay that you might have devoted your entire life to a single trade, and you will pride yourself on that trade. And then you'll die and people will forget about it. Maybe you'll pass on that trade to your sons and your daughters, and they will continue on that trade. But at the end of the day, in terms of the grand scheme of things, you're nothing. You're just a speck of dust. You're just this random little ant that's just doing what ants do. We don't have meaning in our lives, and that is actually the most beautiful part. Because we don't have an inherent defined meaning in our lives, we can do whatever we want. The world is our oyster. We can just choose to be whoever we want to be. And I think that's beautiful. Actually, is that absurdism or existentialism? I don't really... Oh wait, yeah, I think that's existentialism. Oops. Yeah, okay, so existentialism and absurdism is just, what was it? How do I say it? So, okay. Man, one of these days, we should probably have a philosophy class. Or at least just a philosophy deep dive. So that we can further understand the difference between absurdism and existentialism. I don't think I spelled that right. Existentialism. Yeah, okay. But yeah, in a nutshell, as far as I understand, I guess from a very quick unashamed googling, absurdism equals no free will. Existentialism equals I spelled that wrong. Free will. Well, I guess I should have named myself something different. Oh boy. But it's too late. Oh well. Maybe it was fate that I chose the last name Keynes instead of something like, what's it? Who's an existentialist? Let's see. Famous existentialists. I think it was, let's see, Edmund Camus? Sorry, Albert Camus. Oh my goodness, I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me. I used to have to specifically remember how to pronounce his name, but anytime it comes up, I'm just like, okay, how do I pronounce his name? You know what? I'm just gonna get a translate Google, and then I'm just gonna put it in.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
That is... Friedrich is not English, right? He is German?
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Friedrich Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm not gonna remember how to pronounce that. That's great. But I feel like if I named myself Nietzsche, he's such a he's so much more famous compared to Albert Camus. Albert Camus is famous, don't get me wrong, but like, I feel like Friedrich Nietzsche is popular in the more general sense, in the more, oh, everyone knows him. He's the sad guy. He's the one who made nihilism. Yeah, that's right. Because nihilism is a very commonly picked up way of imagining the world, and I feel like a lot of people who practice nihilism are 16-year-olds who've gotten their first taste of existentialism and philosophy and decided that, oh yeah, no, life doesn't have any meaning, so I'm depressed. And I speak from experience, by the way. I'm not making fun of anyone but myself. So I feel like if I were to name myself with the last name of Nietzsche, it's not only going to be difficult, it's going to complicate things, I guess. I don't know. But I guess we'll see in the future if Edmund Camus ever takes off and people start seriously asking, why did you choose? Why Camus? Why? I'll tell you why. Because I made the mistake of confusing absurdism with existentialism. 1, 2. Camus is a lot easier to pronounce compared to all the other philosophers that I know. Oh boy, but yes, that was fun. Yeah, I really should go deep on philosophy one of these days. It'll be fun. But yeah, I think that's all the time I have for today. I don't really have anything else to say. So, how are you this week? I'm good. I'm definitely a lot better. I started the weekly wellness check because I genuinely felt like I wanted to do horrible things to myself, maybe last week. Now I'm okay. I feel better. I don't know, life has been nice to me, but we'll see if that continues to be the case next week. But yes, for those of you who are watching the VOD, comment on, let's see, who is your favorite philosopher and why, question mark. I know this is gonna sound like I'm trying to bait engagement, but I genuinely, like, if I really wanted to ask you to comment things on my VODs for the sake of engagement, I'd be doing that at the very start of the video and not at the very end where most people would just leave or just do other things after they lose interest in the things I've been talking about. But yeah, for any of you who are crazy enough to actually take the time to watch the entire VOD, go ahead and just comment on who you think your favorite philosopher is and why. I would like to know, personally. Yeah, well, that's actually all the time we have. I guess see you next week on the next weekly wellness check. Goodbye.